Fala, pessoas! Tudo bom com vocês? Vocês estão bom? Tudo certinho? Você não sabe quem eu sou um cego, eu jogo umas coisas aí. Se você está vendo esse vídeo pelo YouTube, deixa o like, se inscreve no canal. E se você quiser, depois você vem aqui pra Roxinha interagir com a gente, pô, eu prometo, a gente é legal. Não sabe como interagir? É fácil, o comando é exclamação Oi, ele vai te dar todas as interações do chat. Temos também aqui o comando exclamação redes e exclamação Discord. O rede, obviamente, você sabe, são as redes sociais e o Discord, o vazilinho cremoso do velho. E deixa eu te lembrar que se tiver vídeo novo no YouTube ou se tiver live na Roxinha, eu aviso lá no Discord e se eu lembrar, eu aviso no Twitter. Nós temos aqui vários comandos de voz e como você faz? Você assiste a live, ganha os pontinhos do canal, que são os remedinhos, e aí você pode usar esses remédios para mandar alguma mensagem legal pra gente, beleza? Tá. Casa do Futuro. Tem que gravar alguém, né? Casa de vidro.
No one in here.
Ok. Que é isso? Catraca de quem? Catraca do aquário. Stand de Terenim. Rádio imagem. O que seria rádio imagem?
Greetings, forward thinkers of here.
Are you ready for a picture radio? Wonder if that's anything like MTV.
Ah, sim.
I'm only giving this to Emmett. Not sure what that'll do. Hey, Trixie.
Ooh, a chrysanthemum.
Será que
Hey,
funciona?
Trixie.
Ooh, a chrysanthemum.
Tá, não funciona com ela.
Hi, Trixie.
Now what can I do you for?
Me
Okay,
inspira.
you're a muse. Can you inspire?
I'll try.
E nada, né?
Well,
Maybe it doesn't take effect right away.
Falar com arte.
I still can't tell what time it is, but I know it's getting late.
Algae cakes taste so...
How about an algae cake?
Sure thing, mister.
Wait a minute, you're the guy that makes the algae cakes? What? I thought you couldn't stand them.
Hey! You're the guy that tried to pick up on my Eunice!
Oh, for the love of...
No algae cakes for you, Buster!
Carai. Tá bom?
What beautiful flowers. They remind me of the ones she was holding last night.
What?
Nothing.
Ah, McFly.
Hey, Artie.
What do you think? Quite a setup, huh?
The expo? Sure, but I was wondering. Is there any way you can delay Emmett's demo? He ran into some last-minute turbulence.
Emmett's already pushed his luck by substituting this electrokinetic what's-this for the mental alignment meter he was supposed to be showing. I can't alter his place on the roster, too. The board would get the idea I was showing favoritism.
Tá.
You sure you can't just push Emmett's slot back a little?
I could eliminate it altogether. Would that work for you? What?
I was just remembering a time when you refused to take me to the zoo.
Huh?
Nothing. Edna Strickland got Officer Parker to close Emmett's booth down.
What? Why?
She claims his invention is dangerous.
Is it?
That's not the point. Is there anything you could do to get Emmett's booth reopened?
I am afraid not. This may be a wondrous land of tomorrow, but it's still within the jurisdiction of the Hill Valley Police Force. Maybe you should talk to Officer Parker.
He says there's nothing he can do as long as Edna's got clout in Hill Valley.
She does have that.
Come on, you can tell me. How did you manage to get Trixie her job back? I thought her being Canadian was a deal breaker.
If something's really important to you, you find a way. You ought to know that.
Tá bom. Tá. Tá. Cara chato, stand, bafômetro.
Convention special! 2 free algae cakes with every visit!
A demais, mergulhador, né? Não dá pra... Tá. Alguma coisa... Ótimo, agora já tem um grampo, mas aonde plantá-lo? Então. Aham. Ela quem? Aí é que tá. Não. Officer Parker não, caralho.
Oh,
Recording Edna on the plan is a great idea, but I probably should be a little more subtle about it. Danny, can I talk to Edna for a minute?
Be my guest. I'd like a couple minutes of quiet.
What's this about?
Mas você terminou com Emmett.
Why are you still involved in Emmett's life? I thought you broke up with him.
I did, but then your friend Mr. Sagan told me about your scheme to interfere with our romance. Not a very nice thing to do, Comrade Smirnoff.
Smirnoff é ótimo.
You don't really think Emmett's gonna want you back after you crushed his heart and tried to stop his demonstration at the expo, do you?
Not at first, no. But eventually he'll realize I've got his best interests at heart, and he'll come running back to me like one of those dogs he loves so much.
You hate dogs.
Yes, ironic, isn't it?
Why'd you go and get Emmett's invention sealed up like that?
I had no choice. Once Mr. Sagan told me about your attempts to radicalize my poor Emmett, I knew I had to stop him from going through with your dangerous invention.
But it's his invention, and it's not dangerous. Okay, maybe it's a little dangerous, but only to him.
That's for the authorities to decide.
I know your deep, dark secret.
Secret? What secret?
Pretending like you wanted to put Kid Tannen away when all the time you were working for him.
Oh, how preposterous.
I know your deep, dark...
Qual o segredo? Vamos ver o próximo. Você estava...
You know, what you were whispering about with Carl Sagan yesterday.
You overheard?
Sure I did. And you did a really lousy job at, burying the body.
Oh, you didn't hear a thing. What I was talking about with Carl Sagan is between me and Carl Sagan.
Tá bom.
Have you seen Mr. Sagan around here anywhere?
No, and I wouldn't tell you if I had. He's more than a little scared of your anarchistic tendencies.
Tá bom.
Did you see? Trixie Trotter got her old job back.
Oh, I know! I tried to have it out with Arthur McFly, but he refuses to explain himself. Apparently, he discovered some sort of loophole that allows that Canadian to retain her position. Well, the Ladies' Decency Society shall hear about this. Make no mistake.
Why is Parker so willing to do your bidding?
Well, the good detective knows that he owes his current rise through the ranks to my reporting on his behalf.
Oh,
He also knows that I could just as easily pen an expose about his previous nights of drunken debauchery and evidence tampering.
you're blackmailing him?
Reporters don't blackmail, Mr. Smirnoff. We look out for the public interest.
Claro, filha da puta, mano.
I know. You're ruthless, manipulative, and power hungry.
In the service of a higher cause, one sometimes has to stoop to low tactics. But I'm sure you already know that, Comrade Yakov.
Tá.
Stay away from him, you anarchist hooligan.
Ok.
Act casual. He's
Hey, Danny, could I have a word with you?
Comrade Smirnoff. Come to turn yourself in?
In private?
With pleasure.
Tá.
Since when does anyone in Hill Valley listen to what Edna has to say?
Ever since she helped take down Kid Tannen, she's had the mayor and the city council eating out of her hand. I'd be an idiot to ignore her, especially with my
Tá bom.
alcohol-heavy background. Boy, I wish I could catch her jaywalking or something. I'd throw the book at her. But you
Tô
never catch a
tentando.
dame like that breaking the law, darn it.
You know how you said you'd defy Edna if I could dig up some dirt on her?
Yeah? You got some?
I saw her whispering about something with Carl Sagan outside the expo yesterday.
Do you know what they were whispering about?
No, but
Aí.
she looked really guilty.
I need something more solid than that, I'm afraid.
Aham. Tá.
Well, I hope so. You've got to get this albatross off my neck.
Well,
Tentando.
did you put the screws to him? Did he confess?
Confessei. Fica tranquila. Confessei. Na cabine telefônica.
He's approaching.
Cabine telefônica, irmão. Tem cabine telefônica
Now,
nenhuma.
where were we?
Acho que tem cabine telefônica, Crio. Aqui. Aqui. Cabine tefalônica.
Welcome to the phone booth of the future, made with Atlas glass. Atlas, unbreakable and soundproof. Our phone is hands-free, so you can enjoy a sandwich or a cigarette while chatting with friends in perfect privacy. Would you like to place a call?
Yes, I'd like to talk to...
Unfortunately, this phone booth only accepts incoming calls.
Bom, então pra que pergunta, ô desgrama? Tá bom.
Okay, call me a snoop.
Hiya, folks.
I changed my mind. These don't look so good here.
Não, fica bom, não tira não. Agora eu tenho que pensar como é que eu vou fazer.
Okay, call me a snoop.
Como que eu vou fazer para...
Act casual.
Edna, we need to talk.
Go ahead. It'll give me a chance to rest my ears.
What is it now?
I know your deep, dark secret. You know, what you were whispering about with Carl Sagan yesterday.
You overheard?
Sure I did. And you did a really lousy job at...
Oh, you didn't hear a
Ora.
thing. What I was talking about with Carl Sagan is between me and Carl Sagan.
Tá bom.
Okay, this is pointless. I've got to find Emmett.
Stay away from him, you anarchist hooligan.
Ah.
Would you like to place a call?
Yes, I'd like to talk to...
Unfortunately, this phone booth only accepts incoming calls.
4253. Tá. KL 4253. Talvez se eu fizer uma chamada na casa do futuro pra cá, vai rolar.
Welcome to the world of tomorrow, where a man's home is truly his castle. Here, gratification is just always a push of a button away.
Melhor de controle. Botão vermelho.
In the house of the future, fresh fruit baskets will be replenished daily by fleets of fruit-bearing helicopters.
Tá bom.
Ah, it's wax.
In the house of the future, phone conversations will be completed in the privacy of the personal phone helmet.
Hey,
Please
Certo.
recite the phone number you wish to dial, or say
KL.
hang up to terminate your phone helmet experience.
Cabine
Klondike
telefone.
4253.
Hill Valley Expo, where the future is coming today. This is Techni Muse of Progress. To whom am I speaking?
Com.
Hey, Trixie, it's me, Harry.
Oh, hi. What can I do for you?
Oh, nothing. I was just checking out this snazzy phone.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Não.
Conversation terminated.
Não.
In the house of the future, phone conversations will be completed in the privacy of the personal phone helmet.
Please recite the phone number you wish to dial, or say hang up to terminate your phone helmet experience.
Cabine do futuro.
Klondike 4253.
Hill Valley Expo, Techni speaking. Who's this?
Kitane.
It's Kid Tannen. I'm out of jail and I want you back, baby.
I don't know who you are or why you're doing that horrible impersonation of Kid, but that part of my life is over. I've gone legit.
Conversation terminated.
Good for you, Trixie.
Tá.
In the house of the future, phone conversations will be completed in the privacy of the personal phone helmet.
Please recite the phone number you wish to dial, or say hang
Eita,
up to
aqui, né?
terminate your phone helmet experience.
Klondike 4253.
Jeez, always with the phones. Yeah?
Carl Sagan.
This is Carl Sagan.
Ooh, the mysterious Mr. Sagan. What do you want?
Posso falar
Can you
com
put
ele?
Edna Strickland on the phone for me?
Sure thing, Mr. Sagan. Hey, Strickland! Somebody actually wants to talk to you.
Ok.
Mr. Sagan, I didn't expect to hear from you again till after the expo.
You didn't?
Yes, wasn't that part of our plan?
Yes, our plan. About that plan. I'm a little unclear on the details of our plan.
Unclear, but it's your plan.
I mean, I'm worried that you're a little unclear on the details.
What details? All I'm supposed to do is use my poll with Detective Parker to get Emmett's demonstration canceled while you keep Emmett distracted. You are keeping him distracted, aren't you?
Oh yes, he's a very distractible young man.
Oh, that's what I keep telling everyone.
Regarding, you know what?
You know what?
The little matter we were whispering about yesterday.
Oh, that! As a matter of fact, I'm glad you brought it up. I was thinking, wouldn't it be a good idea to pin it all on Yakov Smirnov?
Pin what on him exactly?
You know, it!
It's
Oh, I get it. You're still sore about going to jail. That was the dog's fault. If he hadn't come glumping up to me right after I started the fire, I could have gotten clean away, and I never would have had to divert suspicion to you.
She's the speakeasy arsonist.
Carl, is somebody with you?
No, it's just you and me. You know, I don't think I ever asked you why you burned down all those speakeasies.
Why? Because no one else was doing anything about them. Every night they'd open up their doors
Bem
serving
que
illegal
também
drinks
pegou
and
ela
loose
mesmo.
women, flaunting their depravity to the
dinamite.
world, and the authorities
Olha
did
que filha da
nothing.
puta.
So I did what any right-thinking, rock-willed woman would do. I took action. Oh, and such a gorgeous action it was, too. The fires were so beautiful. The alcohol
Carai.
made them go up in such pretty blue flames. Oh, where was I?
You were explaining why you burned down the speakeasies.
Yes. Did you find my answer to your liking?
It was very revealing. Hang up.
What?
Jeez, Edna was always a loon. I hope that confession's good enough for Parker.
Justo. Só pegar agora o...
Next up on our roster, a man who saw the possibilities in pond scum. Welcome, Ernest Philpott!
Thanks, Trixie, Technique.
Tá bom.
I'm truly honored to be here today among
Vamos
all
pegar o
you
negócio
witty
lá.
and bright people. Like the lady said, I labor in the field of pond scum. Algae, ladies and gentlemen, is a mysterious and little-known biological entity. Through diligent study
You know,
and countless
I don't think I
hours
ever
of
asked you why you burned
experimentation,
down all
I
those
believe I can
speakeasies.
unlock the secrets
I
of
think a
this
lot of people are going to be
noble
interested in that
entity.
answer.
I am here to present my discoveries to a disbelieving world.
Tá bom,
Algae
tá
cakes,
bom.
ladies and gentlemen, is the next
Vamos usar isso aqui no Detetive
wave of
Parks.
the agricultural revolution
Hiya,
of the
folks.
20th century.
Well.
Algae is just loaded with
Hey, Danny.
Do you mind, comrade? We're busy trying to protect the expo from the likes of you.
This'll only take a minute.
Sim.
People haven't been getting the benefit of all
Our
this
plant recorder. It's not a good idea to steal police property, you know.
Listen,
sweetened with
Problemas com
I don't think
calvície?
I ever asked
Fale
you
com
why you
Razada.
burned down all
Se não
those
resolver,
speakeasies.
pelo menos você verá que nem é tão calvo assim.
Detective Parker, surely you're not going to believe this crudely manufactured forgery of a recording.
I'm not sure what to believe, ma'am. But based on this crudely manufactured forgery, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to come down to the station to answer a few questions about your whereabouts on the night of the speakeasy fires.
Oh, very well. Heavens, what's that?
You know, one of these days I should really stop
Também
falling
acho.
for that.
hey, does this mean that the barricades can come down from Emmett's booth? Let's take that as a yes. Emmett's gotta be around here somewhere.
Thank you, Ernest. Do be sure to drop by his booth and sample an algae cake. I have, and it was very interesting. I will be back later to highlight another of our fine exhibitors. See you soon.
Detetive Daniel Parks.
Emmett's gonna fly his electrokinetic levitator, and he's gonna do it today.
Tá.
I'm only giving this to Emmett.
Ok.
Only one more exhibitor before Emmett's due to go on. Come on, Emmett, where are you?
Ele deve estar em algum lugar. Casa do Futuro não. Talvez a casa de vidro. Que não tem ninguém, mas, né? Aí a gente procura na água lá, né?
No one in here.
Tá bom? Na água.
Nah, once was enough for me.
Tá. Arma
The
futurista.
electro pacifier. An electric stun gun would be pretty useful, but this is just a model.
Né? Um taserzinho qualquer. Tá. Você viu o
Hi,
Emmett por
Trixie.
aí,
Now,
porra?
what can I do you for?
You seen Emmett around? I'm kinda worried that he's not at his booth.
Let me think. Yeah. He wandered down that way a little while ago. He was talking real intense with another guy.
Older guy? Looked a lot like Emmett in the face?
Yeah. Uncle or something?
Or something.
Tá.
Dang. Hi, Trixie.
Falar
Now, what can I do you
a
for?
Edna tá acabada por enquanto,
I
né?
don't think Edna's gonna be an obstacle anymore.
So she was the speakeasy arsonist after all. Kid was right.
I don't think so.
Tá bom.
Only one more exhibitor before Emmett's due to go on. Come on, Emmett, where are you?
Tá. Nada. E aí, Arthur?
Hey,
Você
Artie.
viu o Emmett passar por aqui?
Have you seen Emmett? He isn't at his booth.
Odd. Well, he hasn't left the hall. I would have seen him. I'm sure he's around here somewhere.
Tá bom.
How about an algae cake?
Tem alguma
One
coisa
algae
aqui?
cake coming right ahead. Hey, wait a minute. It's you! Forget it, mister.
Tá. Então,
I think I'm running out of time.
então. Tá vindo o telefone que ele não
Hiya,
tá.
folks.
Informação ele não tá. Rádio ele não tá.
Are you ready for a picture radio?
Bafômetro, arma futurista. Como é que ele pode estar? Ah, perguntei. É aqueles que têm uma visão meio obscura. Já falei com todos. A Trixie falou que que ele tava por aqui e ele foi para um outro lugar. Certo? Aí o Art falou que nada. Atraca na casa do futuro. Deixa eu entrar de novo.
Welcome to the world of tomorrow.
Vou ver o último botão dela, né?
Truly his castle. Here gratification is just always a push of a button away. In the mood for fun? The House of the Future comes equipped with a modern home entertainment center.
Chinese checkers and everything.
Tem entretenimento, cesta de fruta e é isso. Tá. Tá.
Excuse me, Mr.
Duto, Jacques Duto, at your service.
I'm looking for a friend of mine, Emmett Brown. Tall young guy, reddish brown hair.
Distracted look.
That's him.
Ele tá lá
Any
dentro,
idea
né?
where he went?
É isso.
He just passed by here with an older gentleman. I think they were headed into the House of Glass.
Great,
Mas que
thanks.
caceta, eu fui lá na casa de vidro, mano. Olha como é que esse jogo rouba. Eu acabei de ir na casa de
Hey,
vidro.
Emmett, come out of there. Don't listen to him. Perfect.
Tá bom? Complicado isso, né?
Welcome to the Atlas House of Glass, the future of domestic life.
Okay, Emmett, let's get you out of here. Emmett! Emmett, don't listen to him. He's crazy.
I'm still not sure about this business proposal, Mr. Sagan.
Let me explain it again.
Atlas Glass, unbreakable and soundproof.
Soundproof glass. Great.
Our
Well.
living space can be configured to meet the needs. Simply slide the walls in, or slide them out again to create a spacious banquet hall.
Tá trancado.
Something's blocking it.
Passar pela janela então, né? Vamos puxar aqui.
Emmett, get out of this place and back to your booth. You're gonna miss the demo. Come on, Emmett, look up here. Ah.
Calma. Aqui, ó. O bagulho é tipo um...
Come on, Emmett, look.
Ah, não.
Ah.
É aqui. Aí entra. Será que agora ele vai? Agora foi. É um labirinto isso aqui, tio. Ó lá. E dormiu. Porra, mas aí também você tá de sacanagem, né? Oxi. Como que... Ele é o pau? Deu pau no jogo. subi um lugar que não tinha que subir. Pere. Carregar o jogo. Carregar. Carregar. Ele subiu no bagulho, num lugar que só fudeu. Tá. Aí vamos aqui. A gente coisa aqui. A gente coisa aqui. Ok. A gente coisa aqui. Coisa aqui. E fecha aqui. Fechado, tá? Tá. Continua fechado.
Something's blocking it.
Ah, mas eu já desbloqueei aqui, né? Tá.
It won't slide open.
Sim, porque tá aqui. Ok. Abrir aqui. Aí agora você deixa abrir aqui, né? Bloqueado
It
ainda.
won't slide open.
Tá. Agora vai. Por que não vai?
It won't slide open.
Ué. Ah, aqui em cima. Tá. Agora vai.
I'll bet I can get all the way down to the other side of the glass house now.
Ok. Eita!
Kira Delive chegou com 3 malucos.
Poxa, na moralzinha,
Grande
vai lá conhecer
Kira
depois, tá?
Tudo bom? Como é que você tá? Obrigado pela raid, mano. Deu tudo certinho lá? O que ele tava jogando? Vamos ver. Salve, salve, meu bom. Salve, salve. Tava jogando Saints Row 2. Tudo bom contigo? Deu bom lá a livezinha? Quem veio com o nosso nobre aqui, seja bem-vindo. Eu sou o Cego, eu jogo umas coisas aí. Tô jogando de volta pro futuro. E tô perdido aqui num labirinto sem fim aqui. Então, sejam todos muito bem-vindos. Aconcheguem-se. Tudo certo. Foi boa, foi boa. Que bom, mano. Que bom. Fico feliz aí por você. Eu tô perdidaço aqui nessa casa de espelhos, mas enfim. É um labirinto sem fim isso aqui. Tá. Abre aqui. Porra. E esse puxador aqui não vai? Ah. Tá, não. Pera aí. Esse aqui tá ok. O outro só vai sair se essa porta vermelha for pra frente, tá? Agora eu acho que dá. Aê, porra. Ué, foi pra onde? Olha
Emmett?
isso.
Where'd you take him now, Doc?
The next exhibitor on our list is Officer Danny Parker of the Hill Valley Police Force. Officer Parker is going to demonstrate a few of the many marvelous tools that our boys in blue will soon have at their disposal. The criminal element has truly met his match today. Officer Parker?
Officer Parker foi dar um rolê.
It seems our next exhibitor is unavoidably detained, but I'm sure his presentation would have been both enlightening and exciting. How about a round of applause just for the heck of it?
Tá. Temos que achar ele de novo agora. E aí, dona Trixie? Agora ele tá aqui. Fácil.
Excuse me, sir. I'm looking for a tall, thin, older gentleman. He might have been with a tall, thin, younger gentleman.
I know just who you're talking about. Hey, just left, not a minute ago. If you hurry, you might catch them.
Saíram mesmo?
I know you're in there, Doc.
Doc? Yes, I am a doctor of
Ai, que
marine
fila da puta,
biology,
mano.
but I fail to understand what you're...
Quit fooling around, Doc. What have you done with
Stop! Help! I'm being attacked!
Harry! What are you doing? You can't assault the exhibitors.
You don't understand. He's kidnapped Emmett.
The boy's obviously confusing.
I'll say he is.
You want I should toss him out on his ear?
That won't be necessary. Do you know who that is? That's Jacques Duteau of the Oceanic Institute.
No, it's not. It's...
Please, keep it down. The Expo went through a lot of trouble and expense to secure Professor Duteau. We can't afford to antagonize him. But if you've got a complaint against him, we can straighten it out after the show. But if you make another scene like that, I'm afraid I'm gonna have you expelled from the hall.
Aí você tá tirando, né, mano?
Professor Duteau, huh?
At your service.
Uhum.
What have you done with the real Professor Duteau?
I'm not sure I like your insinuations.
Eu vou entrar de novo
I'm
ali
not
no
sure I like you
bagulho.
kidnapping Emmett.
Perhaps I should call the authorities and have you removed from the hall.
You're a cold-blooded guy, Duteau.
C'est la vie.
Tá bom.
Take off your helmet.
I prefer to leave it on. The inland air is difficult on my sinuses.
Where'd you stash Emmett? In the diving bell?
It's called a bathysphere.
Aha! So Emmett is in the bathysphere.
I don't know what you're talking
Vamos ver.
about.
Vamos entrar lá.
No.
As they say in my...
Aham. Vamos entrar lá e ver.
Here's my ticket. I want to see inside that bathysphere.
I don't think so.
What do you mean? I've got a ticket. You have to honor my ticket.
It's the wrong kind of ticket. Sorry.
Oh, give me a break.
Tá. Escuta. Ele não tá querendo aceitar meu ticket não, irmão.
Hey, Artie. That's Carl Sagan in the deep-sea diving suit, and he's holding Emmett captive in the bathysphere.
You're making a pretty serious allegation, mister. I'll have to look into it. Right after the show.
Ai, chat, vocês são muito malvados comigo. Tô aqui,
você não tá
morrendo de fome
You
esse
gotta
tempo
go
todo,
unmask
sem
that
comer e
deep-sea
sem
diver
beber.
right
E ninguém
now.
me
It's
paga
a
nem
matter
um
of
lanche.
federal importance.
Invoking your authority as a G-man?
Yeah, you don't want to go against Uncle Sam.
You're right. I don't. But this is awkward, Sonny. Edna Strickland's been going around telling people you're not who you say you are, that you're some kind of agitator.
You'd believe her over me?
I don't wanna,
Yeah.
but I really don't know who to believe right now, and I don't want to risk creating a disturbance at the expo. Can't we just wait till after the show?
Ah, o cara não quer aceitar meu bilhete.
This ticket should get me into any exhibit on the floor, right?
Sure, that's a P ticket.
Well, the guy at the aquarium is refusing to honor it.
There must be some mistake. Come on, let's straighten this out.
Vamos ver.
Professor Duteau, this young man claims you refused to take his ticket.
Not at all. I am only too happy to take his ticket. Please, climb the ladder, and I will
Agora já
raise the
foi, né?
atmosphere. Mon Dieu! What is the matter? The gears, they must have become stuck. I am afraid I cannot raise the bathysphere at this moment.
What a shame.
Yes, it is. Well, I will work on the problem. Perhaps if you come back later. Come down, please. The bathysphere exhibit is currently closed for. Step back! They're crimping the hose.
Pois é. Que
What does
pena
it
se ele
matter
ficar
if
sem
there's
ar, né?
nobody in the bathysphere?
It's very bad form.
Oh, sorry.
Hiya, folks. It's me, Techni, Muse of Progress, gracing you once again with my presence. And speaking of presents, what better gift could Hill Valley offer the world than this magnificent science and technology exhibit? Hey, folks? If you haven't done so already, I urge each and every one of you to take a peek at Furnishings of the Future. Right here in our main hall. Tickets are available from me, Techni, at our information desk.
Tá bom.
It's an old nautical superstition. A crimped horse means imminent doom.
It does
Well,
if
we'll
there's
see
somebody
then.
inside the bathysphere, but I thought you said there wasn't anybody in the bathysphere.
There's not.
Aham.
Hey! I'm just gonna keep holding this air tube closed until you raise the bathysphere.
I wish you wouldn't.
Why not? There's nobody in the bathysphere, right? I'm just gonna keep holding this air tube closed until you...
Então,
Why not? There's nobody in
Não
the
tem
bathysphere,
ninguém, né?
right? Emmett gets no air until you raise the bathysphere.
Emmett? Who?
Emmett, you.
corta essa,
You ready to
mano.
drop the act now, Jacques Cousteau, aka Carl Sagan, aka...
No! I demand you uncrimp that hose!
Funny. You'd think it was you who was running out of air, not the guy in the bathysphere.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's as if you two were connected somehow. Can't you see he's messing with us? There's nothing wrong with those gears.
Monsieur Duteau is doing his best to fix the exhibit. Hovering over him like that doesn't help the situation any.
Step off! The hose! Shit! That's better. Mercy.
Tá. Vamos pisar.
Step back! They're crimping the hose!
What does it matter if there's nobody in the bathysphere?
It's very bad form.
Oh, sorry.
Tá, o
Not
jornal.
from here, he's too far away.
Tá bom. Vou sair.
Shit! That's better. Mercy.
Deixa eu ver o negócio.
So sorry for the inconvenience.
Vou te mostrar um negócio aqui, ó, seu merda.
Here's something you might find interesting. It shows that your plan to change Emmett's life is a really bad idea.
I fail to see what this novelty newspaper has to do with me.
Aham. Tá. Sim. Parte nunca vai também, mas o cidadão Brown tem certeza disso? Então é isso. Bom.
I think I'll climb the ladder and just hang out until you get it fixed.
Suit yourself. You may be in for a long wait.
Que piso, né? E deixa.
Step back! You're crimping the hose!
É a vida. Vamos deixar e ver o que acontece.
What does it matter if there's nobody in the bathysphere?
It's very bad form.
Oh, sorry.
Step off the hose!
Raise the bathysphere, Doc.
I demand you uncrimp that hose!
I demand you let Emmett out of that bathysphere.
I don't know what you're talking about.
He's running out of air, Doc, and you're running out of time. Let him out.
I won't do it!
E aí? Vai ou não vai, mano?
Futuro, the gears, they have become unstuck.
É, cagou no pau, né?
There, see? It was just a malfunction
Atenção,
after
chat.
all.
Pausa para um comunicado importante. Se precisar de entradas VIP de cinema, procure o Ruf Peon. Ele tem 2 disponíveis.
É.
Let's get you out of there.
Emmett Brown? Then it was true. Hey, you. Hey, he just took that guy's wallet. I think he took his wallet.
Oh, remind me not to become an oceanographer. I guess I must have a touch of claustrophobia. Never should have gone in there.
Well, we've all got problems. Now, you'd better get back to your booth
Funny
before...
thing is, I don't even remember going in there. Last thing I recall, I was in the glass house talking to Carl Sagan. Did you know he's really a scientist?
I'd heard. What did he say to you?
Oh, he had some sort of spur-of-the-moment business proposition. It was all very rush. I never got the details. It would have meant leaving before the expo was over, so I told him that... Say, where'd he go? Do you know?
Carl Sagan? He had to leave. One of his experiments blew up on him.
No, I know how that is.
Greetings and salutations to all our honored guests. I am Techne, Muse of Progress, and it is my pleasant task once again to highlight one of the great minds who was hard at work building a better tomorrow.
I think that's me. I'm next on the roster.
But are you ready?
No, I don't have a choice. Did you bring the static accumulator?
Oh, right. Here you go.
Great. Come on, let's get up there.
He's been hard at work dreaming up gizmos and banging them together in his garage. And who knows? One of this kid's gizmos just might take off and change the life of everybody in town. Could it be the very thing he's brought to share with us today? It wouldn't be the first time the world was changed by a kid barely
That
out
ought to do it. Are the block bearings all in the raised position?
Block bearings. Raised position. Check.
Then it looks like all systems are go. Wish me luck.
Don't have to.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Emmett Brown!
Objection! Objection, Your Honor!
I hereby demand that the scientific demonstration of one Emmett Lathrop Brown be terminated and forfeit by reason of insanity. I declare him to be in contempt of me, his father. Where is he? Hand him over this instant! The longer you hold out, the harder it's going to be for you.
Reconcilie Emmett com o juiz.
You don't think you can shelter him?
Você está fazendo
Come
uma
on,
cena.
Mr. Judge, sir. You're kind of making a scene here.
Wrong. I am stopping my son from making a scene here.
Don't antagonize him.
Well, if you're not going to say anything...
So he is up there with you.
Thanks a lot.
Son, I order you to come down from there this second.
Não vai não, Emmett. Porra.
Emmett.
I'm not talking to him. There's no point.
Ele tem que te dar julgamento justo.
Maybe he'll give you a fair chance to explain yourself. He is a judge, after all.
Yes, a judge who's already passed sentence. He won't listen to me. He never has.
I'll be right back.
E aí, juiz merda?
I want to speak to my son.
Emmett's not ready to talk to you directly.
Oh, God. I suppose you're his mouthpiece.
I guess so, yeah. If I can say so, sir, the problem is you're coming on too strong. You intimidate him.
I don't intimidate him enough. That's the problem.
Porra!
He says it's no use talking to you. You never listen?
That only shows how pig-headed he is. Of course I'll listen. If he can justify his craziness, I'll be only too happy to indulge it.
Stay right there.
I'm not going anywhere. Fear!
E aí, Emmett?
Emmett.
I'm not talking to him. There's no point.
You heard him. He said he'll listen to you.
Well...
At least give it a shot.
Father?
Son?
You've never understood the first thing about me. All you want to do is step on me, squelch my natural instincts. You don't know what it's like to be young. You don't know what it's like to have dreams, have ambitions so great and so powerful that they've got a life of their own. And it's all you can do to hang on for dear life while they gallop where they must. This is America, Pop. And in America, a person doesn't have to do what his father did. Isn't that why you came to America? To live where there wouldn't be so many rules?
Tome!
Well, we talked. Are you happy?
No.
Please, you gotta get out of Emmett's way.
I have yet to hear a compelling or even coherent reason why.
Emmett não é.
Emmett's just
stubborn, willful, single-minded, incorrigible, and obsessed.
Aí você tá falando de você mesmo, né?
But if you look at it from the right angle, those traits are kinda good.
That may be your angle, Sonny, but I'm not so sure it's the right one. Make no mistake, those are traits that lead to trouble. He gets them from his mother.
See, Your Honor, it's just that this demo is so important to Emmett.
A childish kerfuffle. He'll forget all about it in 2 weeks' time.
That's what I'm afraid of. Look, Your Honor, you don't see it, but there's an awful lot riding on Emmett's demonstration.
All the more reason why I've got to put a stop to it. Look me in the eyes, young man. I expect you know my son pretty well by now. Do you seriously think his exhibition is going to be a success?
Sim?
Sure. Sure it will.
Ha! You know as well as I how it'll end. Disaster!
Maybe, and maybe not, but even if it does, I mean, isn't Emmett entitled to make a few mistakes?
Emmett has exceeded his quota for one lifetime.
Caralho,
it's
mano.
my job as his father to see to it there are no more mistakes.
Não funciona o trabalho de pai, não, mano.
Emmett's just trying to make a name for himself. Maybe things were different when you were a kid, but nowadays you gotta take chances.
What do you know about taking chances? Try moving to a strange country where you don't speak the language with only $2 to your name.
You?
You bet your socks, me! And I made out all right, too.
How'd your dad feel about it at the time?
Papa? He was fit to be tied. He called me a disobedient little...
Uh-huh.
So your father didn't approve of you coming to America?
Well, Papa never really understood the younger generation. He came around a bit in the end, but by then it was too late to. Tell him I'll listen to him. I want to listen to him. If he wants to talk.
Emmett?
Here to play peacemaker again, Pollyanna?
Pollyanna é teu cu.
He says you get your stubbornness from your mother.
Well, that's the limit. He's not satisfied with insulting me. He's got to drag my mother through the dirt, too. Mother isn't at all like me. She's gentle and sweet and endlessly patient. If anything, I'm more like... skip it.
You were starting to say that you're like...
Skip it.
Can it be that you and your dad?
No. Next subject.
Emmett, stop being a dope. You've got your pride, okay, I get it. And so does he, but what's the harm in trying to make peace with the guy? He's your family, and family's important. Sometimes it's, well, even more important than we realize.
Justo.
May I come up?
Aí, mano. Fui bom advogado.
You think my new invention is a disaster waiting to happen?
Yes, I do. And I'm here to say, if any son of mine is going to make of himself a public disaster, I insist on being there to support him.
Aê, pô.
Pop!
Aê!
You're gonna change your tune once you see this baby go airborne. You see, the force field generated by the static accumulator... Marty, give Trixie the signal. We're ready for liftoff.
Oh, good. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for bearing with us through that unavoidable delay. And now the Hill Valley Expo is pleased as punch to present Mr. Emmett Brown and his electrokinetic levitator.
Boa. Só vai.
He's flying! Emmett is flying!
Vai cagar tudo, né? Caiu, quebrou. Tá bom.
Hey, stop! Get back here!
Aí fudeu, né?
You okay?
I thought I could change her. Things could be different.
É, você é um otário, né?
Forget about it. Come on. We gotta find a way to stop her before...
No, don't come any closer.
Doc!
Go away!
But...
Move! Marty!
Eita! E foi-se.
Oh my God! Doc! Say something.
Foi-se.
Chromium, lithium, potassium, iridium, titanium, ruthenium.
I'll get help.
Newspaper.
What?
Jornal.
You mean...
Pega o jornal, caralho. Aí, porra.
I'm gonna get you to a hospital, Doc. You're gonna be okay.
Yes. Oh. I think I am going to be okay, Marty.
No, come on, Doc. Doc, don't do this. Don't go.
É. Ok. A gente só precisa pegar a mulher de volta.
Doc, come back. Doc?
Olá.
Marty, have you been out here the whole time?
Não, pô, eu te vi voar.
Is it over already?
Oh, it's over all right. You missed a very wild party. I'm afraid I've been banned from the expo for the next 50 years. And if I were you, I wouldn't go back in either. At least not until all the broken glass is swept up. Oh, what was I thinking? Naturally, the ionic wind generated by an electromagnet of that size is going to play havoc with a merely mechanical steering mechanism. We need a much more advanced control system.
Aí sim, pô.
I wonder if we could find a way to translate the body's own gravitational field into electrokinetic force. One might be able to direct the ionic current simply by shifting one's weight. Oh, great Scott, that's it!
And you're not discouraged?
Discouraged? By what? You mean what happened in there? Oh, that was a learning experience. The way I see it, it's those little mistakes along the way that advance us along the pathway of knowledge. Come on, there's no time to lose. Let's get back to the lab and... I'm sorry, is something wrong?
Vamos descobrir no próximo episódio. Beleza? Nós vamos terminando este por aqui, galerinha do YouTube. É isso aí, galerinha do YouTube. A live vai continuar, mas para você está chegando no final. Então, se você gostou do vídeo, se inscreve no canal, deixa aquele like. Vem pra cá, interage com a gente. Temos o exclamação oi para ver todas as interações. Exclamação rede para as redes sociais. Exclamação Discord para o asilinho do velho. Lembrando aqui sempre que quando tem vídeo novo no YouTube e quando tem live na roxinha, eu aviso no Discord e se eu lembrar, eu aviso no Twitter, beleza? Temos também os comandos de som da live que você pode assistir aqui, ganha os seus remedinhos, que são os pontos do canal, e aí você gasta para mandar um sonzinho pra nós, tá bom? Pra vocês é game over, a gente se vê no próximo vídeo. Um beijo pra quem é de beijo, abraço pra quem é de abraço e falou!